Welcome to the Mesonet Weather Report. I'm Wes Lee. The Oklahoma Mesonet has been in operation now for over 30 years. The first goal of the system is to report on current weather information. The second goal is to store all the historic weather information collected for later use. Users have access to that data at any time on our website at mesonet.org. Here is what the past data section looks like. Let's focus on what is inside the Mesonet Resources section. Here there are several different data sets that can be accessed. The first icon takes you to the long-term averages in graph form. In this example, I've graphed both the long-term average high temperatures and this year's daily highs for the entire state. You can graph just about anything weather-related here. In the map section, you can map anything that is already completed. Here I have mapped the high air temperatures for the summer of 2012. The third option is daily data from an individual site. Shown here is May data from Stillwater 9 years ago. There are two tools you can use to get access to daily data, such as wind shown here for Ada in April of last year. The last tool gives you either 5-minute, 1 hour, or daily data via email. Data retrieval is free to all Oklahomans. Now here's Gary with a focus on rainfall and drought.
Thanks, Wes, and good morning, everyone. Well, I'm going to start with some good news. Thanks to Tropical Storm Francine coming up over far southeast Oklahoma, we actually had some improvements in the drought monitor. The rest of the state, no such luck. Let's get right to the new map. So we did have the change down there in McCurtain County. Now we just went from severe drought down to moderate drought. However, it was an improvement. Now for the rest of the state, we saw a larger area of that extreme drought down in southwestern Oklahoma, a little bit of an increase up in north central Oklahoma, a little bit of an increase up in northeastern Oklahoma. So lots of increases, very little improvement. Let's take a look at this 30-day rainfall map from the Oklahoma Mesonet. Quite a few sites had less than 1/10 of an inch of rain for that 30-day period. Nobody had a lot, again, except for down there in McCurtain County in far southeastern Oklahoma. Otherwise, a little bit up in far northwest Oklahoma, some popcorn-style thunderstorm amounts scattered about the state, but by and large, just a big deficit for the last 30 days. If you look over the last 30 days, going back 100 years, for southwest Oklahoma, they had an average over that area of about 0.2 of an inch. So that's the second driest such period in the last 100 years down in that part of the state. South central Oklahoma, the 5th driest. And for statewide, it's the 3rd driest, August 18th through September 16th on record, at least going back at least 100 years. So I know everybody says it's always dry in August and September, but it's not this dry. This is historical dryness, really getting up there in the historical record. We just need rainfall. It's pretty simple. That's it for this time. We'll see you next time on the Mesonet Weather Report.